Humbity diddly hidely dido, humbity diddlum diddly dido, humbity diddly hidely dido, humbity diddlum die. Where are we today, boys and girls? A field in Tillibuddy, and what can we see off there in the distance, poking up on the top of that hill over there?
Wallace Monument.
Wallace Monument, that's right. And if we just turn to the left a little bit, we can maybe just make out the outline of Stirling Castle over to the left of it. Now, it's pretty spectacular up here. Now, when we were in Tillibuddy the last time, where did we go? We went to the old kirk, didn't we?
Yeah.
And when we were there, we were talking about why this was such a good place, or Tillibuddy was such a good place to build a settlement, because they could see for miles around. So if we look in this direction, we can see all the way out to Stirling Castle and Wallace Monument. And then as we turn round to the right, what was that hill there that we saw in Menstrie? This one over here, the one at the end.
Seamap?
Not Seamap, what was it? Demayet. That's right, Chloe. And then next to Demayet, what did we have?
We have
Myerton. That's right. And then if we look along, we can just start to see all the rest of the Ochils Hills, all the way along to the end. Where I don't know, is that? I don't think we can quite see Seamab off there in the end. I think that's a bit too far away.
Yeah, I can just about see it.
We can just about, well no, I don't think we can make it out from here actually. Now, why are these Ochils Hills here? What happened, Chloe? How did these form?
The Carboniferous Faults.
The Carboniferous Faults. So this is what we were talking about before.
Yeah.
Up in Glendevon, aren't we? So what's this bit we're standing on just now then?
Probably would be some of the forest with the very first trees.
That's right. So this would have been part of the Caledonian forest that came right up from over there and right through the valley, wouldn't it?
Yes. This actually lasted all the way up to the dinosaurs extinction.
Did it? So this was, that whole, the Carboniferous period was right up until the dinosaurs decided to die off.
Yeah, although at that time there were T-Rexes instead of dragonflies the size of eagles and megalania lizards.
Oh, really? Now, will we just start walking down here? Now, when we look at the hills here, look up in between them, we can see how the water comes down between them. And that's a particular part of the hills where things start to happen, isn't it, in terms of geology? So would you like to tell us a bit about some of the things you might find just in between these hills?
You might be able to find some fossils of these creatures.
Oh, might you?
Yes.
What about any elements or compounds? What kind of things have been discovered in the hill foots or in the hills?
Which is a type of silicate, and silicate itself is a combination between silicon and a couple others.
Oh, is it? Right. And is that what we can see? So what's the top part of these hills made of then? Is that the quartz part?
Yeah. The Carboniferous Fault was basically when the land was pressed together. This silica was pressed along with some other elements, including carbon, into quartz.
Oh, was it? And that's what makes up the majority of the top part of the Ochils Hills, isn't it?
Yes. And also that allows our gravel to be locally sourced.
Oh, that is wonderful, because that is quite a famous story, isn't it? How all the local houses have all the local gravel, don't they?
Yeah.
And what else happens? What kind of dangerous materials have been found in between these hills? Just over there at Wood Hill where the Silver Glen is. Let's focus in on that.
Radon.
Radon. And what is radon?
Radon is the only radioactive version of the noble gases.
The noble gases. So just where we're looking at just now, there are silver mines there.
And as for the radon, it's one of two. The second one is oganesson.
And what is oganesson?
Oganesson is element 118, the densest element known to man so far.
And we have it right here in the Ochils.
No.
No. somewhere else?
Yeah.
Ah, right. So what else is here? What do we know that's here? What came out with the silver?
Lead. Galena.
Galena. What else? Anything else interesting?
Lime.
Lime.
And phosphor.
And phosphor as well.
Yeah. Of course, there's some bismuth.
And bismuth as well. And what's special about bismuth?
When put under a semiconductor, it levitates.
It levitates.
Yeah.
My word.
Quite spectacular, if you ask me.
Very spectacular. And this is all caused by the Ochils Fault, which crushed everything in between the hills here, is it?
Yeah. And crushing all of the ancient eagle dragonflies as well.
Now, the stuff like the lead and the silver and all the elements here, do you know what any of them are made up of?
Well, not exactly. I've not done much research on the ores themselves.
Oh, have you not?
But I do know their base elements.
Oh, right. Tell us about them then.
Actually, another one of the noble gases, Xenon, is also prevalent.
Is it?
Yes. Xenon is normally associated with radon.
Is it? Is it? So that's quite common to find those two together, is it?
Uh-huh. It's actually called, you actually get xenon when radon undergoes fission and turns into it.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
So is that what's went on here to create these then?
Yeah, xenon is from radon. And if another fragment of another atom comes into it, xenon turns into radon.
Oh, wow. So that's exactly what's happened here with these magnificent hills, is it?
Yeah, it's a back and forth cycle.
A back and forth cycle. Now, you were telling me something about different types of radiation and decay rates. Maybe you can tell us a little bit about that.
Yes, helium, which not just makes your voice squeaky, actually is part of decay. Specifically, the nucleus of it is the exact cluster of protons and neutrons that creates a decay.
Oh, wow.
In fact, it is the decay.
Is it?
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yeah. So.
Very interesting indeed, young lady.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and look, there's the sun just dipped away behind the trees, so we can actually look in that direction now, can't we?
Mm-hmm. Beautiful.
Absolutely beautiful down here, isn't it? So let's just go down now. Do you know what that town over there is that we can see?
I don't know.
That's Alva. Shall we have a wee look? Because can you see the big building right off in the distance at the back there?
What is that building?
Well, that was the old mill building. It's now been turned into homes. But you can see there, just at the foot of the glen, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Now, what's the name of that hill again? We climbed it. Oh my goodness, I've forgotten the name of it now.
Ben Logie?
Not Ben Logie or Ben Lady. No, it's... Oh my goodness me, how can I forget that? It's the shortest one. It's the easiest one to climb. I know that much.
Despite the fact that it is still quite tricky to climb.
It's still quite tricky, but it's a lot less trickier than all the rest of them. And what do you think this building here is in front of us?
Don't know.
You don't know? Is it quite a big one or quite a small one?
Huge humongous.
It's a huge humongous one, so what could that be for?
Don't know.
It's a prison.
Oh.
Did you not know you had a prison in your back garden?
No.
No. Well, now you do. So is this where the Devon comes through as well, do you think? Just over, I think it's just down there, in fact, in that little valley. So we'll just take a wee walk along here and have a wee look, shall we? And I mean, my goodness mate, look at the Ochils here.
Yeah.
They are absolutely stunning, aren't they? Especially at this time of night with this kind of light as well, isn't it?
Yeah.
Right, let's just walk along this way and we'll have a wee look, see what we can see. Ah, the Nebbit, that's what that one's called. So that wee one, just in between them there, that one there, I think, is the Nebbit. And you've climbed that one before, haven't you, Chloe?
Yeah.
I love it because you can just see, look, it's just like the sun is just coming down. You can just see it. Some of them are dark, some of them are still light, so you can tell which ones are the tallest, can't you?
Yeah.
Because they've still got the light bouncing off them. Well, we'll go down and see if we can see the river down there. Yeah? If we can get past at the end of the field, I don't know if we will be. We can have a wee look. Oh, look, there's Alva again. Maybe I think if we shout loud enough, Tam will hear us. Tam! Oh, I think we can get through here maybe. Maybe. Aye. Right, let's just take a wee walk down and see if we can see the river. Let's be careful coming through it. Oh, look at this bit, Chloe. Come and check this out. Look, I found a big stone. Oh wow, check this out. You can see one of the old fields there. You can see there's just a little broken wall for it.
Why is it so overgrown?
Well, I think this is a bit of sort of peatland, so you can see where there's like a proper field just over there. And then obviously this bit of land from here right round is just not anything that they've been able to convert into farmland. So this just looks like a little bit of boggy land just at the side of it, doesn't it?
This one has a really nice seat.
Oh, and look at these, Chloe. Do you like these ones? What are these ones called?
These are thistles that are actually seeding.
Oh, are they seeding? You can see that, can't you?
Unlike what you might expect, like dandelions, they go up into big massive puffs.
Oh, do they? And look, I like that little bit of wood down there. I think you would find lots of really cool wildlife in there. What do you think?
Yeah. And you can see a couple of sheepies down there.
And this is what I wanted to see, just the sun going down the back of the Ochils, saying goodbye for the day again, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's quite the views, I must say. We'll need to climb Decay one day if I can manage it. Yeah. Right, so we have one last look down the Ochils before we say cheerio.
Yep. Yes.
Aye, goodness me. A green and pleasant land. Alright, we'll say goodbye, sheepies!